Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our live streamed concert. We're here live in our studio in Brooklyn, New York. My name is Victor Caccese. We're Sandbox Percussion. We have a really fun hour or so of music for you. Everything that we're doing here for the next hour is totally live streamed, with the exception of one short video that will play halfway through the program. So thank you so much for tuning in, and also thank you so much to Constellations Chamber Concerts for presenting this concert. It means so much to us, so thank you so much for this partnership. So that first piece that we played was a piece that I wrote called Bell Patterns, and I think you saw in a little slide that came up before we started that it's just based on a kind of simple numbers pattern sequence. We're all assigned a different number, and that's kind of how we get that sort of melodic, kind of hocketed composite sound. So myself and another member of the group, Jonathan Allen, we have pieces that are being featured on this program, although composition is a little bit of a sort of side gig for us. It's something that we really love to do with Sandbox Percussion. So the next piece on the program is called Gossamer. It's by DiBerardino, and this is a really fun piece for us to play because we like to think that we kind of operate a little bit more like a string quartet while we play it. There's a lot of really dense counterpoint, and we have to spend a lot of time in rehearsal kind of dissecting that and figuring out exactly what the voicing is between each player. The counterpoint is constantly being passed around the ensemble. So it's a lot of fun for us to kind of get in there and dissect it and think a little bit more melodically, which percussionists like to do as well. So thank you so much for joining us for this concert. Got about an hour or so of music. So thank you so much. This next piece is Gossamer by DiBerardino. Enjoy. Hello, this is Johnny Allen, and I will be introducing the next piece that we'll be performing for all of you here. It's actually a piece that I wrote for the group, similar to the way Vic wrote the first piece for us. There was a time where we were composing more music for the group. It's a piece called Sonata, and partially titled that way because I'm just not good at coming up with titles. But it is actually in kind of a tight sonata form, where I really think of it as two different themes that will kind of inform and even transform each other through the process of the piece. So I wrote this back in 2015, which is a time when Sandbox was playing a lot of concerts that didn't necessarily allow us to bring many marimbas and vibraphones, drums, gongs, you name it. We had to have kind of tighter, efficient economic setups. And so I wrote this piece similar to Victor for one vibraphone with a few accessories that are kind of easily found or easily brought with us. There's a little tom-tom and a cymbal and I think a guiro, and we even kind of play on the vibraphone in untraditional ways. But it really allowed us to perform more than we might have been able to at the time, and I think it was really valuable in that way. And we're really excited to bring them back for you here today. So without further ado, here is Sonata.
So every summer, around the month of August, Sandbox invites a group of students from across the country to come to New York and to play kind of alongside us and rehearse alongside us. This is the NYU Sandbox Percussion Seminar. This is something we look forward to every year. It's a real highlight for us. Of course, this year we had to reimagine that format and how we would accomplish some of those same goals. So this year we adapted that seminar and we created the virtual version of that. What that allowed us to do was kind of actually a lot of different things. Some things we couldn't do, of course. We couldn't play alongside the students, but I think this format gave us the opportunity to actually accomplish a lot of different things, which was really amazing for us. So over that week, we worked a lot with the students. We had some amazing guests, and we sort of pieced together a world premiere performance of a brand new piece by the composer Molly Joyce. The piece is titled Loud and Soft. We're about to show you a video that kind of summarizes some of the things I was just speaking about and shows a little bit of the work we did with those students and finishes with a performance of that piece by Molly. Here comes that video.
So I'm here with Molly Joyce, who is our guest composer for the seminar this year. We were so thrilled to have her, not only to present about her work, but also because she wrote this brand new piece, Loud and Soft, an excerpt of which, of course, we all recorded and put together for the world premiere video that you're going to watch in a couple of minutes. So Molly, thank you so much for being here all week.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's been a lot of fun and really been a bright spot among these times to
I'm so glad
hang with a bunch of percussionists, virtually at least.
Well, so I mean, the flexibility that you showed with this project was so helpful to us because, of course, like a year ago or so, we reached out to you and asked if you'd be interested in writing a piece for our seminar. And back then, we were talking about you writing a piece for 4 players. 4 of the students were going to play it at the seminar in person. It's going to be a very normal thing. And then, of course, the pandemic changed everything. And then on a dime, you allowed us to completely change our plans and adapt the excerpt that you wrote for 30 people playing lots of different instruments all over the place. So what was, I mean, was that an easy decision? Did you have to change your thinking at all to be able to change the piece in that way?
Yeah, I think, well, of course, I try to be as like flexible and adaptable as possible, especially in these times. But I was thinking also, I feel like some of that has come from past collaborations with other artists especially across disciplines, where I feel like you really have to like shed your ego a little bit. I think a lot of my training or background as a composer, I feel like sometimes I know myself, I'm such a control freak in a way. Like you want very specific sounds by very specific players, and so I think part of that, I realized like you just have to let go in a way and see what happens from that, and hopefully a good way. And I was really excited about the prospect of you guys and the students bringing their own sounds, especially from within their homes, and hopefully that the piece could be used in future kind of educational or engagement contexts, and not have it so set for you can only be played by 4 of the highest level players possible.
Yeah, it's so interesting to hear you say that, because when you first wrote this excerpt and Sandbox was working on it with you, I feel like the biggest thing that we kept talking so much about was the actual sounds that we were going to play with.
Yeah.
And now we have like 30 videos of all of these people playing with all these different sounds. So I think we're going to find the right sounds somewhere in all of this.
We'll still discuss it. I know, I feel like when I first turned it in, they're probably like, oh, she has like no clue what she wants. I was kind of like, just try this, try that, and but I think, again, it's hard not being in person, I think, in a way, and I like to, especially with percussion, obviously leave room for, more possibilities.
Well, Molly, thank you so much for all the time that you gave us this week. And without further ado, let's all enjoy the world premiere of this excerpt from Loud and Soft by Molly Joyce.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Special shout out to any of the participants from the NYU seminar that might be watching. We had such a great time making that last video with you. Okay, so the next piece that we're playing is a new piece, a piece called Pillar 2 by Andy Akiho. We've been working on this piece with Andy for a long time. He's in the middle of writing an evening late piece for us called 7 Pillars. It's going to be 75 minutes long. We're not going to do the whole thing for you today. We're just going to do one little excerpt called Pillar 2. And actually, I think there's someone here who can talk a little bit better about this piece than I can. Hold on one second.
Hi, how's it going? My name's Andy Akiho, and I'm really excited to be here. I couldn't watch it on YouTube or live, so I wanted to catch it in person. So I had to fly out here so I could see this concert. But I'm excited about this. I haven't heard Pillar 2 up close and personal, and this piece is very special for me because we've been working on this for years on and off for the whole 7 pillars, and we're excited to I'm excited to share this with you guys and hear everybody do it. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy. This is called Pillar 2. Just picture aliens having tea. That's the whole premise of this one. Thank you.
Whoa, a little bit out of breath after that one. Thanks so much. So we have one more piece for you this afternoon. But before we do, I just want to send another special thank you to Constellations and Ellen and Tom and everyone else at the concert series for having us today. It's been such a pleasure. They've been producing concerts during this entire challenging time. They've been having concerts every couple of weeks. And they've also been supporting their artists that are playing in those concerts every single time, which really means a lot to us. And I know it means so much to all of our friends that have also played on this series. So if you enjoyed this concert, please consider making a gift to Constellations. All 100% of any gift that you send today will go towards supporting the artists that perform on this series. We're going to post a link in the chat and on the screen to show how you can support them. Also, the four of us in Sandbox are going to be hanging out after the concert at a little Zoom question and answer session that's hosted by Constellations. We'll also put information on how to join that. We would love to see you there a couple minutes after we're done. So, the final piece we're playing tonight is the first part of a percussion quartet called Dark Full Ride by Julia Wolfe. Julia is an amazing composer, one of the co-founders of Bang on a Cam, and she was also one of the guests at our NYU seminar this past week. This is a piece that we love to play. It tires us out, but it's a really fun one, so I hope that you all enjoy it. Here's Dark Full Ride by Julia Wolfe.